Now this right up here is a collection of information we've gathered over the past couple days through interviews and through panels. So a lot of this is brand new stuff. It's really interesting. So here is one of the big pieces of news. The Devourer specialization will become available with the Midnight pre-patch with no prerequisites or unlocks required. That is super exciting. We're getting this for the pre-patch of Midnight and not on the expansion launch. So we'll get it ahead of time. We can play with it. It might overlap with Legion Remix. Now this part is kind of crazy. This is going to make some people mad and some people will be intrigued like I am. Devourers will be intelligence based, with existing warglaives swapping between primary stats. As it stands, we are a leather agility class. I guess now if we play Devourers, we're going to be intelligence leather. I don't think this will be that bad because most gear just switches primary stat depending on whatever your class or spec needs. So all your same gear should work, especially warglaives. Like they've straight up said here that the warglaives will swap between primary stats, and most other gear does that as well. So it sounds like two-hand scythes will not be an equipment option, but are represented as visual flavor attached to certain abilities. Now that's kind of interesting. We're not going to be using two-handed scythes as an actual weapon that we equip to ourselves like we assumed might be the case. This will just be something that shows up in our spell animations, kind of like the Frost Decay Scythe, if you can imagine that in your head, probably something like that. So Collapsing Star is the key ability used during Void Metamorphosis, which is only available while transformed. Players collect void fragments in order to build up the star, which hurls a huge void bomb at their enemies. So we get into Void Metamorphosis, it puts us into demon form, and then once we're in demon form, we're able to use Collapsing Star by collecting soul fragments. Devourers will typically play from mid-range, considered a ranged character for purposes of most encounter mechanics. Very interesting. So even though we're kind of halfway between full ranged and melee, if there's encounter mechanics that target ranged only or melee only, it'll count us as being ranged.